Alright guys, another Batrep here from Michael. We're playing some Stormcast versus Nighthaunt. I've got James from Mortally Wounded.
Hey guys.
That probably didn't help with the sun. Yeah, so James is just going to run us through his lists.
Yep, so I've got General as the Dreadblade Harrow.
Yep.
Ruler of the Spirit Hosts, so that's the one that brings back D3 models. I've got Ragnar the Grimhailer. He's got the Soul Cage spell, which is the one where you can't, you fight last and you can't retreat. I've got the Lord Executioner, so I've taken the Execution Horde Battalion, so it's him and all the Spirit Hosts, so there's a unit of 9, a unit of 6, and a unit of 3.
Yep.
We've got the Guardian of Souls with the Shade Mist spell and the Light Shard of the Harvest Moon at Lantern, which is the one that gives them rerolls to hit once per game. And we've got the Spirit Torment with the Pendant of the Fell Wind, so that's the +3 movement to everything within 12. 3 units of 10 Chain Rasps, and we've got a Mongol conversion here, which is based off the Nightbringer model from the Necrons, and the Ravnax Raving George. So these guys are from the Realm of Gur as well. So
Realm of Gur, yeah. I'm bringing some Hammers of Sigmar. I've got the Grand Convocation, which has Lord Arcanum as General, has the command trait 6 up for ignore all damage within 9 inches. Lord Exorcist, 2 Knight Incantors. This Knight Incantor will have the Mind Lock staff, stopping wizards from casting spells within 12 once per game. 2 units of 10 Sekis, a unit of 15, and 10 Evocators with the cogs for a total of 2,000 points. We're practicing for a tournament here in Canberra, the end of the Winter tournament I'm hosting, so we're playing focal points today. The way the player pack's designed is the winner of the roll-off can either pick which realm they fight in or which side of the table they wish to deploy and drop a unit first. So I won the roll-off and we're playing in Shamon, giving all the terrain entangling, and James has picked this side. He's got a bit of arcane, overgrown, inspiring and sinister, while I've just got, I think, sinister, entangling, and I think it's more entangling over there.
Yeah,
so.
We rolled up a lot of entangling.
Yeah.
And everything else is entangling now anyway. So
there's a bit of arcane on the board, either overgrown or entangling really. So James is did you say 9 drop?
Yeah, 9 drops.
9 drop, I'm 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5 drop list. So we'll deploy, do some tactics, and then we'll see you again soon. Alright, so we've deployed 10 Evos, all the heroes at the back, another 10 Evos. James has got a unit of 6 Spirit Hosts, 2 units of 10 Chain Rasp, the Dreadblade, Raikonor, and 10. And then he's got the rest of his army in the ground, which includes a Morgul, Spirit Torment, is it?
Yeah, Spirit Torment, Garden of Souls, and Lord Executioner. 9 Spirit Hosts and unit of 3 Spirit Hosts.
Cool, and I've put the 15 and the 10 Evos in the sky. I'm going to ask James to leave, talk some tactics, and then you'll get James in the next round. So, coming from Shamon, monsters in vocal point score an extra point, and he's left his Morgul off the table. So I'm going to take first turn. The plan is to get cogs off, place it somewhere here, drop the 15 and the 10 15 Sekis and 10 Evos there, and run them up so they've got a 6 up save. Going to give one of these guys +1 save from the World of Shamon, and then the other guys, or probably give them a 6 up, the Azerite Halo, to 6s to save, do mortal wounds back. And then drop them down, and then we'll go from there. The fact that James is coming out of the ground and then possibly making 10-inch charges could be quite scary. The reroll saves and stuff all disappear, so not having a monster in this list probably puts me back as well, but we'll give it a go anyway. Hopefully the maces with doing D3 hits against Nighthaunt can do something, or even the Exorcist with his shooting. Alright, I'll put you on to James.
Alright, tactics for the Nighthaunt. So basically for this one, I want to use the Underworld's trait, battle trait, to basically bring up the 9 spirit hosts. When I can, try and take out the evocators, so we'll see who comes down first on that. Otherwise it's just going to be using the Dreadblade Harrow to use his ability to transport wherever I want him on the battlefield, 9 inches away, and then use a command point to teleport those spirit hosts over to be with him. So I'll be using the movement shenanigans available to me from the Nighthaunt. So yeah, basically the big unit 9, try and take out the evos. Unit of 3 with the unit of 3 spirit hosts with the Lord Executioner. We used him as like a little assassination, or a little assassin. The spirit hosts will be, the 9 spirit hosts will be accompanied by the Spirit Torment and the Guardian of Souls. So the Guardian of Souls gives him +1 to wound, and he's got the reroll hits Lantern once per battle. In the meantime, the Spirit Torment will give them +3 to their move and reroll 1s to hit, and he'll also be able to heal them if I kill 3 models during the game. So just a tightly packed little punch unit with the 9 spirit hosts. And the Mongol, we all love a good Mongol, so he'll be going in doing his thing. Try and get him into the Sekis with those mortal wounds. Yeah, that's basically it. Just going to try and pounce on objectives and just see if I can win on points, because I don't think I've got enough power to kill everything. Definitely don't, but I'm going to try and outsmart and just try and get some points up early on, or whenever I can, really. It's been a while, so yeah, see how we go.
Just before we start, these are my objectives. The Lord Arcanum is going to try and kill Reikenor, and I'm just going to try and kill Reikenor as assassinate. James has picked Seize Ground, so he's got to be there by the end of the 4th battle round. That's the one in my territory, and then he's claiming territorial. When you reveal this, you must pick one objective on the battlefield, so he's just picked this one. He's got to hold it for 2 turns and he gets that. In the players pack, you got to get both your auxiliary objectives to get an extra 150 victory points. So yeah, I think James might get his rather easy. I don't know how I'm going to get mine, but it's possible.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be cool to see the Arcanum and the Reikenor showdown.
Yeah. So we're about to kick off. I'm going to take first turn, James.
All right, do your worst.
And we'll be back after the hero phase and movement, guys. All right, end of Stormcast, turn 1. We got Cogs off. The Lord Arcanum slowed them down to get reroll saves. He's also got Mystic Shield on him. That unit of Sequitors have Azerite Halo for a 6-up save, does mortal wound back to the unit attacking them, and these guys have the Shimon spell +1 save, so a 3-up. Drop these guys down out of the sky, claim this objective. The 3 heroes at the back are all within 9 each other, so still getting +1 to cast next turn, and trying to screen the backfield out a little bit, because God knows James is bringing that up over there out of the ground. So got 2 CP, I haven't spent any, and it's James's turn. So the end of James's movement phase. In the hero phase, he made the unit of 15 cop Soul Cage, making them unable to retreat and fight last. That's right?
Yep.
He's used the CP to teleport the 6 spirit hosts that were over there with his Dreadblade. So he's down to 2 CP, and he's brought everything up out of the ground. So Reikenor moved up, the Mongols popped up 9 away. The unit of 9 have popped up with the Spirit Torment and Guardian of Souls, wholly within 12 of them. So getting some funky buffs, and
Assassin Squad at the back.
yeah, these 3 are 9 inches away from them. So James is about to go into his charge phase, and we'll come back after that. All right, James has just had his charge phase. Oh, he's still got those guys to charge if he wants, but
Yeah.
he's rolled a 6 for these guys, popped a CP, then rolled a 5. He's rolled a 7 for the Morgul and hasn't popped a CP, so he's got one left. He's brought the 9 Spirit Hosts up, and as he's gone to charge, I've reminded him that all the terrain's entangling, so he's -2.
Yeah.
He rolls a 9, so he's actually got a 7, so he failed. He pops his last CP, and what's he roll?
Rolls an 11. Just
An
what I
11. So not only does he go 9 inches, he gets to fight straight away. So, oh, hilarious. We'll be back soon, guys. All right, we're at the start of the combat phase. James made another 11-inch charge with his
Lord Executioner.
Lord Executioner. He did 1 damage to him, and then he's made him -1 to hit at the start of the combat phase. My Sequitors are going to re-roll hits. 1 died, or 2 died, but I recycled this Sequitor to have 1 wound left. Yeah, James has charged and left himself out of his buff ranges. And then because they're -2 to charge due to entangling, they sort of can't get in here either. So,
It's silly.
yeah, it is what it is. So the Sequitors have to fight last. So I imagine James is going to go here first, and then swing over there. So we'll be back soon, guys. All right, guys, into combat. Nothing happened here. Both guys fluffed wound rolls. Then James attacked with his Spirit Hosts. He activated his Triumph for re-roll hits. He ended up with 8 5s and only, I think, 3 6s to begin with. And he threw the 5s back in, fishing for 6s to mortals. Bit of a mistake as it ended up as no hits at all.
All mortals.
Yeah. So if you guys want to make a comment in the comments if you'd still go fishing for mortals even though it didn't work this time, or if you should have just left the hits.
It could have been awesome. I could have rolled like
Yeah.
7 6s, you know. Yeah, sure.
It could have.
I could have got more 6s.
But he ended up killing 5 Sequitors in total, including off his charge phase. And I rolled a 3 on Bravery 8. I'm -1 against Nighthaunt, but +1 because I've got 10 models, so I work out to be even there. And then James lost 3 Spirit Hosts because the Sequitors were re-rolling hits, +1 from Shimon, and did 10 damage in total. So he's pulled models away to put the 2 heroes wholly within 12, giving him the buffs that he really wanted. And then
big mistake. Like, I've got to figure out how, you know, what to do. Like getting those 10-inch charges, wave of terror charges is all well and good, but you've got to get your heroes in if you want to keep them up. But yeah, see how we go.
So we're going to roll for priority.
Yep. I'm going to use.
Want to put it in your? Yeah.
I'm going to use one of your dice.
Yeah, and I'm going to use one of yours.
Okay, here we go. Ready? 5.
I got a 4, so James gets to pick.
I'll take it, mate.
Yeah. Okay. So James is turn 2. He got 2 points. It's 4-2, and we'll be back soon. So James's hero phase is done. He tried to cast
Shade Mist
on the Spirit Hosts here, giving them -1 to wound them, but the Lord Arcanum unbound it. Then Reikenor tried to cast the Fight Last Can't Retreat spell, but one of the 9 Incantors auto unbind. So James's hero's phase is finished. He's got 1 CP, and he's about to do some movement. Alright, where during James's charge phase, his Dreadblades charged in there, Spirit Host charged in there. He didn't make any 10s. He thought, no, I'll save the CP. The Morgul rolled a 6. He goes, I'm going to pop it because I really want him to. And guess what? Yeah, 11. So the Morgul's going to come in, swing away, and things are going to be great.
There's some carnage.
Yeah. Alright, we'll be back soon, guys.
Let's start combat phase. Anything else you want to do at the start?
Nah, so James made another 11-inch charge with them, taking 1 dude out. These guys didn't get to fight straight away, but we're at the start of the combat phase. I'm re-rolling saves on them, re-rolling hits there, and so was he from his artifact from the Spirit Torment. So
From the Guardian of Souls.
Guardian of Souls, sorry.
Yep.
And then these guys are re-rolling saves as well, and this guy's -1 to hit the Executioner because of his ability. It's just rough. Anyway, combat phase. We've got a few combats, so try and keep up if I can, and we'll be back soon. Alright, what a combat phase. Holy for Jesus. Sort of not going to go through the order of things, but these guys were re-rolling saves. I've lost 8. I've only done 2 damage to the Spirit Hosts, so they're still good. I did 2 damage to the Dreadblade, but he did nothing back. The Knight in Cancel took 1, but he was like -2 to hit from the Battalion and the Executioner himself. Still got a wound through. These guys took out 6 chain rasps,
Yeah, chain rasp.
and I've lost 3 of them. So that's quite a key battle shot, but we'll come back to that. And I killed 4 Spirit Hosts while James killed 1 model, I think it was. No, 3.
3, yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, over here for my battle shock, I've lost 8. I'm bravery 7, so I'm losing D6 +1. I'm just going to roll it here.
And you got the -1 from the Nighthaunt.
It doesn't. Yeah, that was the neg
that
one.
was-
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So I rolled a 4. They die. I'm going to spend a CP, and on a 5-up, they come back. I know, but we'll keep going. These guys lost 3. They're bravery 8, down to 1 for 7. So on a 4-up, or 5-up, I'll lose some. No, they're good.
They're all good.
And then these guys lost 3. So on a 4-up, on a 5-up as well, I'll lose some. No, they're good.
They're all good.
Alright, so for the CP, I've got no more CP. I'm going to use your dice, James.
Oh no.
On a 5-up, I'll get the Sekis back.
Ah!
Yes! Alright, I'm going to set them up 9 away. I'll probably put them over the back somewhere, but I'll do that in a sec. Because James has got a monster and got both objectives, he gets 4 points, plus the 1 there for 5. I believe that's right.
Yeah, so 3, 4.
Yeah, because the monster,
5, yep.
5, yeah. So you go to 7,
Yep.
and I'm on 4, and it's my turn to. We'll be back soon. I'll set up my new Sequitur
I
unit.
should roll my battle shock as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, have you got Battle Shock? Where?
These guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I lost 6, so no, we're good.
9, yeah. Cool. All right, back soon. All right, guys. End of my movement phase. The Evocators have got reroll saves from the cogs and reroll wounds from their War Scrolls spell.
Reroll charges.
Oh, reroll charges. Sorry, yeah, I didn't get the reroll wounds off. As alright, Halo didn't go off either. Got Storm Lightning off and did a mortal wound or 2 to the Reikenor. I've sort of moved my general over here to support these guys. The unit that came back are over there and 4 inches away.
Yeah.
So,
It's looking dangerous.
yeah. Hopefully, like they're going to re-roll saves, charging them re-roll saves. These guys will probably fight first because these guys have got re-roll saves from cogs, and then hopefully we can do some damage, and then yeah, hopefully he can get in and save these guys a bit. Yeah, didn't have a great magic phase, but we'll give it a go anyway. All right, that sun's killer. Sorry guys, we'll be back soon. All right, end of the charge phase. The Evocators made it in. General made it in. Sequitur's over there, made it in with an 11. They're going to re-roll saves, re-roll hits, re-roll saves. James, or these guys retreated out. James isn't doing anything at the start, are you?
No.
No, he's got no CP, so the Evocators are going to swing first, actually. That Morgul terrifies me, but I've had to drag it in. So hopefully we can get rid of Reikenor, mortal wound off either the Spirit Host or the Morgul. We're just not too sure which we're going to do yet, but we'll be back soon. Alright, end of combat. He's got 1 dude left there. The Evos killed 2 Spirit Hosts. Oh, and the magic phase did, sorry. We did 8 mortal wounds to the Morgul, but he's healed 1 back. and Reikenor was left on 1 wound. In return, they killed 4 Evos and one left with a wound on it. Only killed 3 chain rasps here, which was a bit ordinary. And then these guys here did 10 wounds in total onto the Spirit Host, doing 2 damage each. He saved all of them except 1, then made 2 6-ups to take nothing. Don't laugh.
Sorry.
That's not funny. So not only did they do nothing, they ended up losing the objective. So at the moment, I've only got that one over there, and then you need to do a battle shot for that one. You lost 9.
Lost 9. So
D6 -1.
you gone.
Yep. I lost 2 dudes here. I can't lose any. And then I lost
You lost 4.
4, and I think I'm bravery 9 because I think they're base bravery 8, +1 for hammers for 9, but then I'm neg 1 for Nighthaunt.
Yep.
So I lost 4. So anything above a 4, and they run. That, so they're good. But we've got 6 models each, so you still have that one. So I get a point to go to 5. Oh no, I've got this one here.
You got that one, so you get 2.
So 2.
2 points, yeah.
Yeah, so to go to 6. And what are you on?
7.
7?
So bottom of the second, so
Yeah.
7-6.
Yeah.
Nighthaunt way.
Alright,
At this stage.
I need priority.
Oh, hang on. Gotta grab your dice.
Oh, we'll do the box. Roll a 1.
3. Roll. Ah,
6.
you bastard.
I'm going to take it.
Oh no!
All right.
I think that'll be it now.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
But I've done stupider things. So we'll be back at the end of my hero phase, turn 3. All right. During the hero phase, the injured Knight in Cantor cast his Wall Scroll spell, so everything with 18 took a mortal wound. He rolled a 6-up to save that dude. Saved a 6-up to save Reikenor, so he's still on 1 wound. The Morgul took 1, this guy took 1, they took 1, and everything within 18 is now neg 1 to run and charge, which is pretty funny because if you're near terrain, you neg 2 to charge as well, so that works pretty well. These guys are moved up, they're going to try and make a charge there. I've got +1 to wound from Celestial Blades on the, what are they? Evocators. So yeah, he's run over here. We mortal wounded off the last chain rasp. So we're going to go into my charge phase. These guys are going to nuke themselves, do some mortals hopefully. Oh, and I've got a shooting phase, sorry. The Exorcist, everything within 6. So we'll be back after that. Alright, we've just done the start of the combat phase. The Evocators have used 2 command points from the General to get +1 to hit from the Realm of Shimon. So they're actually +1 to hit, negating the Mongols' neg 1. This guy did 3 mortal wounds to the Dreadblade and to the Spirit Host. The Spirit Host made no saves. From the command trait, he saved 1, he took 3, and then he took 1 and saved 2. These guys are going to re-roll hits. These guys are going to re-roll saves. These guys failed their charge. And yeah, we're back full circle. So we'll be back at the end of the combat phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I do battle shocks.
who does?
These guys.
They lost 2.
Yeah.
They go to bravery. They're bravery 7.
Yeah.
So 5. On a 6, 1 runs. No?
Good.
Okay, just to recap. The Evocators wiped out everything.
Yes, they did.
The Morgul, Reikenor, and the Spirit Host. They got the last Spirit Host with their electrocution. This guy's left on 1 wound, but he did a wound to the Exorcist. And these guys took off the Spirit Host, getting 5 6s to hit, giving them, 6 extra hits. So yeah, that was a little bit nasty. And then the Spirit Host killed 2 Sequitors there.
Yep.
So I get 4 points. I've got
So you got 3.
3, and then that one.
4, yep.
4, yep. Taking me to 9.
Yep.
So it's 9-7. James's turn. and we'll be back. So, end of James's hero phase. He didn't have much. So what he did was cast the Jaws. He cast it on a 12. I could have auto unbind it, but we wanted to see it on the board, so it's gone off. He's done a mortal wound to the Sequitors, who are now neg 2 to bravery from either Nighthaunt and that dude, and then the general took 3. So no 6s to save, unfortunately. So that's the end of James's hero phase, and we're going to go into movement. Alright, so we're at the end of the charge phase. We've ran him out and retreated. James has shuffled his heroes from the back there, come round. He's thrown his Spirit Torment in, didn't get a 10, and then threw in his Executioner over there. He rolled a 4. He was neg 1 to charge, but was 3 out, so he got lucky to get in. James has still got 1 CP, and at the start of the combat phase, you got anything, James?
Start of the combat phase, I think it's just I can do Lord Executioner. Hang on.
Oh yeah, the neg 1 to hit.
I think it's only on a hero though. Yeah, it can only be an enemy hero, so nothing at the start of combat phase
well,
for me.
Both Sekis are gonna, or actually they're gonna re-roll saves. These guys will re-roll hits. All right, back soon.
I'd only killed 2 models, so I don't get to do any healing stuff.
So the Sequitors died. They did nothing. Oh, they killed off a Spirit Host.
Yeah.
These guys only did 2 wounds to him, even though they were re-rolling hits, and he's got 1 left, doing 1 damage to them.
Yep.
You get 3 points.
Yeah.
Taking you to 8 or
10.
9. 10. So it's 10-9.
10-9 at the bottom of the third.
All right.
Fuck, it's close.
Priority.
Oh, mate. Here we go. 5. Oh, yes.
3.
I'll take it.
Taking it?
I was
All right.
banking on that. I was like, my strategy relies on this winning a priority.
Right. So James is 1 priority. I'll move the Jaws and we'll be back.
Yep.
So James is just finishing up his movement phase. In the hero phase, he tried to cast the neg 1 wound spell on the Spirit Host, but failed to cast it. I did a mortal wound, and 2 there with the Jaws. Sorry, he isn't finishing his movement phase, he's just starting it. So he's brought a CP to get them there, 9 away, and then outside an inch of terrain because it's neg 2 to charge. He's got...
Am I still neg 1 to charge?
Nah, you're out of the
That's
18 from this dude. But yeah, he's got a CP banked, so he can re-roll the charge as well. So we can see the plan there, and then he's obviously going to do some stuff there. So back in the start of the combat phase, guys. Right, we're at the end of the movement phase. He's leaving a couple of models there, trying to give them a bigger charge, but you know he's not 100% sure where to go, are you, James? Like,
yeah, I've got an idea. Like, I could go either 2 ways, like kind of try and defend with what little I have in here, or consolidate my forces in one area.
Yeah.
And then get all the buffs, and then hopefully have a Death Star coming over, maybe fight back.
Turn 5.
Yeah.
Something we didn't mention was the Guardian of Souls sped up the cogs. So, you know, everything's +2. He hasn't run anything, but just for the charges on the chain rasp. So, come on, man. So we're going to film these rolls. So
yep. So they get +2.
Where are you going to throw it? In the box? Or?
Yeah, I'll do it in the box. Yeah, why not? All right, so we'll do chain rasps. So I'm looking for that 10.
No, you're looking for 7.
7. There we go. Ooh, so it's 8.
That's 10, but not to fight first.
Yeah, not to fight first.
In the charge phase, sorry.
I'm going to spend that CP.
Oh, he's going to spend it. If you roll an 11, I'm throwing this iPad.
So there's my last CP. Going for it.
Hey, so you're short.
I'm even short. Well, that's what happens. Then that's the risk. That's bullshit.
You want to run anything else, like the Spirit Hosts or anything? Like try and
I'm going to try and charge everything else.
Yeah.
I'll try and charge the Dreadblade. So that he gets it on a 10. Gets an attack straight away.
Alright, we'll be back soon, guys.
general live.
Yeah. Alright, end of the phase. He's killed the Sekis. Nothing else made a 10-inch charge, but they all made their charges.
Was enough.
Yeah. The Sekis tried to kill the Lord Executioner, but did kill a Spirit Host. Because I lost all 5 of them, the Dreadblades healed 3 wounds.
Yep. End of the 4th as well, seize ground. Get the secondary auxiliary.
No, it's not the end of the 4th, it's the start of the 4th.
Oh, yeah, next turn. Yeah.
Calm down, mate.
Get ahead of
Calm down. But you get 5 points.
Yeah.
Taking you to
15.
15 to
15 to 9.
15 to 9 on my turn.
So.
And I can get 5, so that'd be 15, 14 with a turn to go. Alright, we'll be back after my hero phase. Alright guys, we're at the end of my movement phase. The Lord Knight in Cantor cast Chain Lightning, killed off the Executioner, and then did a wound to no one else. But then this Knight in Cantor did his War Scroll spell. Sorry, the Lord Exorcist did Chain Lightning. The Knight in Cantor did his War Scroll spell and did a mortal wound to everybody, killing a Spirit Host. And then the Lord Arcanum, before he moved, did Arcane Bolt, but rolled it on an 11. And then did 4 mortal wounds to the Spirit Torment. James saved 1, but wasn't enough to keep him alive. I've sped up the cogs, run the Winds Etheric, getting me over there. These guys are reroll charging and +1 to wound. These guys ran a 12, 7 + 5. They were outside an inch of the terrain. So I'm claiming 4 objectives out of the 5.
Yeah.
These guys are going to try and charge. I don't know if the Spirit Hosts, the Evocators are in, but they probably need a 12 anyway. So we'll be back after the charge phase. So end of the charge phase, these guys rolled a 11, so they made it in. My Knight in Cantor made a charge, landed in the middle, and kamikazed himself at the start. So I killed the Guardian, but the Dreadblade saved a wound. So these guys are going to pile in and hit the Spirit Hosts first. I should get 2 models in, kill them, so I get all 5 objectives hopefully, and then yeah, we'll be back after. That's the end of the turn. James Spirit Host died, so I'm getting
Everything.
7 points.
7 points. So that puts you on 16 to 15.
16, 15, and we've got a priority roll for turn 5. Oh, and James didn't get his auxiliary because I took the Spirit Host away. James has rolled a 2. Oh. Alright.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
James is taking priority. He's got 10 Wraths and a Dreadblade, and we'll be back. Okay, so James has taken his turn. I moved the Endless Spell around here, keeping me out of the way. He's teleported over here, so he's wholly within 12. He's capping this objective, and he just needs to make a 9-inch charge. On a 7, you get there because the cogs are sped up. For my turn, on a 10, you get to fight first as well.
Get to fight first, or I could just stay there.
Yeah.
Either way, you're going to move in and try and chomp me. So if I keep
Yeah.
the distance, who cares? Let's just do it.
Just roll a 10.
Let's just roll it. 7.
So 9,
8,
you're
9.
in.
I'm in.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want to fight or not.
Yeah.
Doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Cares.
Back soon. Alright guys, end of James's turn. He did a wound on the Knight in Cantor, and the Incantor did nothing back. He claims 3 points, taking him to 18.
Yep.
And in my turn, I'm just going to stay where I am to get 5 and to win 21-18. James, how did you like your list?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, Nighthaunt's really flexible. You can get around the board to where you want to be. I think I might structure the way that I put units in the underworld and on the table a bit differently.
Yeah.
I might sort of concentrate maybe on my Spirit Hosts together with the all the buffs, put them on the table a bit earlier. Because with dependent, I can still get that +3 movement, so all pretty fast.
Yeah, the +3 movement and the fact that they're all re-rolling the hits with the artifact that you take.
Artifact, and
I think would have been a better option.
Yeah, I think I made the mistake of earlier on just getting that charge of those 9 spirit hosts in the middle.
Yeah.
Onto your front line of Sekis, but left them unsupported.
Yep.
So I think I really suffered for that. That was like my first big mistake. I've got to sort of figure out how I'm going to work for that in the future. But also another big mistake was was getting greedy with the rerolls with those 10 rust over there.
Or even the reroll hits you had with the 5s as well. Like would ask people to shut them up, but
yeah, I think maybe put chain rust in the underworld and sort of pop them up to be a bit more of a nuisance.
Yeah.
I liked having the Mongol in the underworld, but I think in hindsight also with this scenario, because you get that extra point from
you
a
got to have them on
I
the
should
board.
have had it on the board to start with, getting that 1-up point. Because that was kind of like, for most of the game, I was just 1-up on you because of that Mongol getting that 1 point. If I could have, if I'd thought of it sooner, and I'll do it next time. Put the Mongol.
So even if you start him over here on your objective, and you don't even have to move him, like I've got to come to him and get rid of him. You're just sitting here. You've got the neg 1 bubble, and you could have 10 or 20 rasps there, and you're just banking points.
Or even like if he's just sitting there, and then like there's not a lot going on, I could still cap and move, try and potentially score over here and just sort of move him around the table, just get him into range. Yeah. And when I score, just get up those extra little points.
The behemoth in the tournament in lists are going to be pretty key, I think, especially when it comes to this.
Yeah.
I think where the game was changed was these guys getting to come back.
Yeah, big time.
In your turn. Yeah. So then I can move them in mine and then charge.
Yeah, and you got that double earlier on as well. You got to pounce me in that double, and I think it was between turn 2 to turn 3, or was it 1 to 2?
No,
it was 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah, that really turned the game back in your favour.
Yeah, well, the Evocator's getting 2 cracks at your Morgul.
Yeah, that was
with the mortal wounds. Like it's just. Yeah.
Yeah, I went from like fairly secure over here with some beasties and models to just nothing. Which
that's what I'm saying. Like
would have been different if I
the way the missions played, and they can, like, monsters can score extra points. Throwing him up there was probably, like, I just think if you have the two lots of 10 chain rasps with a Morgul sitting here, you've got 21 models with a neg 1 to hit, unrendable, and scoring 2 points a turn. But live and learn.
What about yourself? What do you reckon?
Oh, I love this list. I just love it. I love it.
It's cool. It's cool having facing a Stormcast list that's not going to shoot you off the board. Neither of us had shooting. We had no shooting phase in this game.
Nah.
I think you had the Exorcist had a thing you could do at the start of the shooting phase.
Within 6 inches, he's got an ability to hit Nighthaunt or demons for a mortal wound. I love it. I just love the fact that if you roll a 5 up, you're bringing back Sequitors and just watching people just go, what?
Like just watching faces melt.
Yeah. But I mean, that's I think I need it because Hammers, the trait gives you a 6-up save, which is nice. And when you're playing, like, there's a fair bit of Nurgle around down here. Zeech, the summoning turn 5 and you've got no models left. Like, it's just nasty.
But mate, that was an awesome game. I was in this up until that last.
Yeah, well, we both were.
Right to the last, we were both in it. And it was like tooth and nail. It was good.
Yeah.
Good solid game.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay safe out there. Thank you.